Hello, people. Ed here with Slow Car Fix. I am working on my 64 Secan Coupe. It's the 64 Corvair Coupe that was in a storage container for, I don't know, 35 years probably. So just getting ready to pull the engine. It's up in the air. It is, the wheels are off. That's the first part. And I've got to do all the disconnections up top and all the stuff below. And then it drops out the bottom. I'm probably not going to show you everything because I've done a couple of videos already on pulling Corvair engines. I pulled one out of my wagon and stuff, and I kind of do it not, well, sort of regularly, I guess. Um, so where I'm at with this car, the front suspension's all in. The front cross member has all been replaced. The rear shocks have been done. The brakes have been done all the way around. I've got to do brake lines. I've got to do fuel lines. The fuel tank is in. Fuel filler neck is in, which is not fun. And yeah, it's just time to pull this thing out. So you can see it's all up on my scissor lift here. And this thing's got to come out. I got to get rid of the Campbell's soup cans. I'm not even sure what that's all about. Do all the disconnections up top and then do all the disconnection underneath. It's a 64, so it's a little tougher because it has the transverse leaf spring that has to come with the transaxle. Or at least I usually take it with the transaxle. I guess I could probably just take it off and take it out of the way. Maybe I'll do that. Yeah, other than that, should be pretty straightforward. I'll show you guys what it looks like when it's out, and we'll talk some more about what I'm going to do with this fine specimen. Okay, so that's a car, that's an engine, it's a differential and transmission. As you can tell, they're not in the car anymore. Hey, there's an empty hole here. Some mice action. Here's a snowplow go by. Some mice living in this engine. Fortunately, this engine turned over enough to loosen the bolts for the torque converter, but it didn't turn over real easy. I would suggest that it's probably a good candidate for a rebuild, which is not what's going in this car. I've got another engine for this car. This is going to be the bane of my existence. This transmission and differential, I have to spray with gunk and degrease it for whatever, days on end, and replace all the seals. I will replace these seals here, axle seals. I'll probably back these off very carefully. There's a way to do that where you could replace the O-ring that's in there. Some people don't like it. I haven't had a problem with it. You match mark, you count the turns, you back it out, replace the O-ring, put it back in, line it up, and then usually to get the correct preload you have to go like one tooth. So if it's here, you go like one more. I haven't had any trouble with that. I've put lots of miles on Corvairs. There's a lot of people that say that that will reduce the lifespan of the bearings in the differential. But, you know, at this point, it's a 50-year-old differential that hasn't been rebuilt to my knowledge. So it's going to be what it's going to be. I'll replace this little guy. I will replace the tranny pan seal. Lots of degreasing to do. The torque converter, actually the ring gear looks pretty good. I've got another torque converter if I need it. I have to pull that torque converter off, replace the torque converter seal. And I guess the next thing to do is bring in the new to me engine and get it sort of prepped while this thing is soaked with gunk for a while. And then I can see what it is that I need to salvage from this engine, and ultimately the other engine will have to go on the lift table, and this engine will have to go on my rolly cart. And then the nice thing about the lift table is I can bring this up and work at waist height, and it's no trouble. This is not the engine for that car, as you can tell. So that's where I'm at with the 64 for right now. I'll bring in the other engine and I'll show you what I've got there. Okay, here's my replacement engine. That's not where it's supposed to be. This is a 95 horsepower, which is my favorite Corvair engine. They're very smooth, reliable. It's 164 cubic inch, horizontally posed flat 6. This engine I got from a friend of mine. It looks pretty cleaned up. I think it's been gone through, the best I can tell. It's a lot better than this crusty turd. So right off the top, I'm going to need to take these side shrouds off. Probably, I don't know, sandblast them maybe. Clean them up. I got to replace the perimeter seal. They all have to go on this. I need to go through this to make sure that it's all sealed up and everything's pretty good. It does look very dry. It looks, it's a little oily underneath, but it's not bad. Looks like somebody's had the oil cooler off. The balancer is not terrible. I have another one, but that's actually not that bad. I'll probably change it anyway. I need to steal the 64 engine mount bracket off of the other engine, because you can see it has clearance for the harmonic balancer pulley, where this one does not. The 64 ones are sought after. And yeah, so that's where I am with this. Okay, I have enough mess made for right now. This is the original engine out of the car, the 95 horsepower, and it is stripped down as far as I'm going to take it right now. I think I've got everything off of it that I need, but it's not going to be far if I need a couple little things. That's the other engine. I think I'm going to reseal it all before I put it in. Might as well. Here is all the shrouding and crap that I took off the car. I'm not sure what the soup cans are about. There's 3 soup cans in the engine bay. I'm going to send this stuff out and get it sandblasted and coated. And then it will all look pretty. Kind of like this stuff that I've already got. So I'm going to do that, and then this will be a process. It'll be a couple weeks before this engine's back in. I have to do brake lines, the brake lines that go underneath. I have to do the universal joints, some wiring in the engine bay. It's not bad, but I have a new engine bay harness, so I'll replace that. I'll lose this regulator. I'll do the trick that I do on all of them with the internally regulated alternator. And then I've got these shiny new carbs in the bag. Yeah. So I'm going to hoist this up and switch this over. I'm going to bring this over to the storage side, use the gantry, lift it off, and put this other one on the table. Okay, so I guess I'm going to call it for today. It's a pretty good day, pretty good win. Engine is out. Transmission and differential are split. They're soaking in gunk to remove all the grease. New to me engine is there. Yeah, I'm gonna start looking at things probably tomorrow and getting my order ready because I gotta make a parts order. I have most of everything, but I'm gonna probably reseal this thing further than I expected, so I will have to order some stuff. You always find a few things anyways. Don't know what else to show you. This on. Greasy, gunky transmission and differential. So this is a 2-speed power glide transmission, and this is the differential. The half shafts come out the side. Here are the half shafts hanging there. There's the new shocks I put in. Heater duct. I gotta get some of them. Yeah, there's the hole, as I showed before. In case you want to see the wonderful inside of this car, not so great. However, I do have, there's the Malibu. Check out my other videos. You can see the progress of the LS swap on this car. I have to get the interior back together, and it's pretty well a car. So in the back of my ramp side truck, I have a very nice 63 interior. It's not correct for that car, but it's still pretty close, and it's really nice shape. So I'm going to install that and probably do like an aqua carpet and a white headliner. That's the plan. Yeah, the old engine, crappy engine, it's over there. If you check out my other videos, you can see that I have a video swapping the engine in that wagon. I've had it out a couple of times. Yeah. So I hope you enjoyed my progress. I'm going to do a playlist on this one. Corvair stuff usually doesn't really, in my less than a year of YouTubing, doesn't seem to bring that much attention for videos. But my plan when I decided I was going to start doing things on YouTube was that I'm just going to show what I'm doing, and I'm doing the stuff anyways. So whether I'm videotaping it, recording it and posting it on YouTube or not, I'm still doing the work. So I might as well just post everything that I'm doing while I'm working out here. I will get back to the Malibu shortly because I'm just trying to get to the stage where I can order some parts for the Corvair, and then I'm going to be kind of at a standstill on that for a little while, besides lots of cleaning and stuff. And I'm going to send all the shrouds out to get sandblasted and coated. I have to get the interior back in the Malibu. I'm going to start sound deadening it, maybe tomorrow. I'll probably do a video on that for that playlist. Yeah, so thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Nobody seems to subscribe, but seems to be lots of people watching. So if I can get that subscriber number up, that'd be great. Yeah, thanks very much. Stay safe, and Happy New Year.